So it's now my pleasure to welcome our downtown council member and Vice Mayor Steve Hansen to present the JVance Stewart Award. This award honors a founding member of the Downtown Partnership's Homeless Outreach Navigator team, JVance Stewart, who passed away while working at the partnership in 2011. In his memory, the JVance Stewart Award was created to recognize the efforts of community partners that have made a difference for the most vulnerable in our community. Steve Hansen.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, and I'd like to thank Michael for doing half of the talking points that they gave me. I'd also just like to take a point of personal privilege here for a second and thank Mayor Murphy for coming back. I saw him speak about 10 years ago when I brought him, and his vision for how he transformed Pittsburgh, because I had just been there before I heard him speak, helped catalyze me to want to run for office. And when our mayor, Darrell Steinberg, came and said, let's redo the waterfront with the same enthusiasm that Mayor Murphy brought to us, I knew that we were in good hands. And so it is really, though, my pleasure this morning to present the JVance Stewart Award. I had the honor of knowing JVance. Many of you may have as well. And if you knew him, you knew that his smile, his warmth, and his dedication was unique, that he was the epitome of a public servant. He was an advocate for those who needed it the most, and he was committed to helping people get a second chance at life. It's very similar to the recipient of this organization. Sutter Health embodies the community's health in all of those ways, helping the least fortunate, and has been a steadfast leader in advancing innovative programs that aim to help those who are most vulnerable among us, specifically, in this case, those experiencing homelessness. Sutter recognized the impacts of the growing homelessness crisis and knew that we as a community needed to do better. They gathered regional elected officials across the counties, something that had never been done. They gathered regional business leaders across the counties, Yolo, Placer, Sacramento, again, something that had never been done. And they gave us hope that the 4,000 homeless women, men, children, who we see on a daily basis would really benefit from not only their leadership, but the catalyzing their leadership can make and has made through bringing all of us together, because this is truly a crisis that we can only address and win together. As a result, Sutter Health, with Sacramento Steps Forward and other partners, created and launched an innovative region-wide partnership called the Getting to Zero campaign. This regional campaign is an approach to end chronic homelessness across the 3 counties I mentioned by aligning those public and private and philanthropic efforts to really help move people from the streets to housing, services, and jobs. It's a commitment to implementing low barrier or no barrier housing options, such as Housing First. Housing First has been proven to be one of the most effective strategies to helping people get back on their feet, take care of themselves, and live more productive lives. Sutter committed, as part of this leadership, to raise $20 million over 3 years from the private sector, and will match up to $10 million of those contributions to help fund Getting to Zero. $5 million from government partners has been raised, and another $5 million from the business community. Sutter, your work, your leadership, your partnership, and ultimately what you represent to our community has just been an amazing contribution. On behalf of the city and the Downtown Partnership, we'd like to thank you. And we also have a little video.
Carpentry is, for me, it's an art form. The beauty that the wood portrays, all the different grains, and there isn't basically anything that I can't do with wood. I was living with my daughter in Sacramento. Because of my drinking, I wound up having to leave the house and went homeless. One day, out of nowhere, I was struck by a vehicle, and everything was just black until I woke up in the hospital with intravenous tubes and under high medications. I was bad. They said, Mr. Hernandez, we have to release you. And I'm like, wow, You have to release me. I can't go back out to the street like this. And they said, no, you're not going back to the street. We're referring you to ICP. And I didn't know what ICP interim care program was.
An ICP Plus patient is a person experiencing homelessness who's been recently discharged from the hospital, and they need somewhere to recuperate while they recover from whatever medical condition caused them to be hospitalized. ICP Plus is a collaboration between WellSpace Health and Sutter Health. It would not have been possible to operate this without contribution from Sutter Health, both for operational support as well as financial support.
They made sure I took my meds and vitals every day. I was made to be comfortable.
Sutter Health is able to refer the patients to us to get that case management wraparound and that nursing support. Enrique is a great example of a success of ICP Plus. We were able to connect him with outside resources, getting him his ID and securing income, and eventually being able to refer him to the Mather housing program that he's in now.
I just received employment, and it's a construction company. I'm going into a world that I'm in love with. And even though I don't have my family at hand now, I'm trying to repair that. I do have me. I'm hoping that later in the future, I'll be able to establish my handyman service again, which will be the totem of my success for me. ICP was wonderful. Without it, I don't know where I'd be today.
Thank you, Sutter. Thank you for everything you've done. That applause and more is certainly warranted. On behalf of Sutter today, at accepting the JVance Stewart Community Service Award is Grant Davies, their CEO for Sutter Health Valley area. Grant, why don't you come up? And I don't actually have an award. They didn't give me one.
No, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Thank you, Vice Mayor. What a cool room. Hold on just a second. All right, here it is. You're all on my Facebook page now. Thank you so much. I'll get a picture of you later.
Tag me, please.
Yeah, you bet. Well, so thank you so much. We'd love to just thank the Downtown Partnership for recognizing Sutter Health with the JVance Stewart Award. It's such an honor for us. It means a great deal to me and really to every person in our organization. As a community-based, not-for-profit healthcare system, Sutter Health's commitment to the community and our underserved populations really at the core of who we are. Our health system has such deep ties to this region and has been a longtime driver for positive change in Sacramento and many of the communities that we serve. In collaboration with our community partners, we've worked tirelessly to address homelessness, to make the community a healthier place for everyone to live. These partners, many of whom are in this room this morning, possess a shared vision and commitment to the community and the critical nature of ensuring some of the most vulnerable among us have access to quality care and the resources, like Enrique, that they so desperately need. We couldn't do this without our trusted community partners, and we feel fortunate to have the opportunity to collaborate with such innovative and creative and dedicated individuals who are all working towards our own common goals for this community. So again, on behalf of Sutter Health, we want to thank the Downtown Partnership and their collaboration for recognizing us as this year's JVance Stewart Award winners. Thank you.
We're going to present this and do a picture with all of us over here.
I knew there was an award somewhere.
Put you in the middle. You in the middle. In the middle.
All right.
There you go.